In this instalment, I wanted to talk about a really interesting and genuinely amazing radio that you just cannot buy anymore. The extremely elusive Zastone ZT2R. This radio was released around 8 years ago and is a very good clone of the Yaesu VX2R. It was around £80 at the time, which was amazing value for money. And what made it special was its frequency coverage. It had an amazing wideband receive range between 0.5 and 999 MHz with no gaps, which means it covered everything from shortwave, CB radio, low and high band VHF, both civil and military airband and the FM broadcast band, through to UHF and right up to the cellular bands. It had no SSB, but it did have AM and FM. It also transmitted on wideband VHF and UHF, which was perfect for 2 meters and 70 centimeters with an output power of 3 watts. Now, it was visually identical to the Yaesu VX2R and even compatible with the Yaesu programming cables and software. The manual was actually identical to Yaesu's and even mentioned the words Yaesu and Vertex throughout. The ZT2R was almost too good to be true. It was actually a full clone of the Yaesu and was just as good by all accounts. The radio sold on eBay, AliExpress, Banggood, Alibaba and even Amazon until around late 2014 when it seemingly disappeared for good. I actually bought 4 of them in 2014 in an AliExpress sale for £20 each because they were that good, but they never arrived. From then on, it's been impossible to get hold of one of these radios. Some sites still list them, but as out of stock with no hint of a return. At the end of 2014, Zastone released the ZT2R Plus. It was almost identical to the ZT2R and no details were ever released as to what exactly the differences were between the 2R and the 2R Plus. The only visual differences were a slightly different shaped screen and some buttons had changed shape. It may just have been an attempt to keep Yaesu at arm's length, but I don't know that for sure. All of this makes me think that Yaesu may have taken legal action against Zastone to have them removed from sale. Even Zastone don't list them as one of their products, and it's as if they never existed. They don't tend to come up on second-hand sites either very often, which is frustrating as I'd love to get hold of one to see if it is really as good as people said at the time. But I'll keep my eyes peeled for now. If you had a Zastone ZT2R, then please get in touch in the comments below, because I'd love to hear your views on the little radio that packed a huge punch, and a radio that may just have kept Yaesu on their toes.